There is a continent, 1.4 billion people, 54 countries, and for decades, every bullet, every drone, every piece of military hardware defending this land came from somewhere else. France, America, Russia, and even China. Africa has always been the customer, never the architect until now. Two men, two Igbo sons, one impossible dream. This is the story of Terra Industries and how two boys from Igbo land decided that Africa would never beg for its own defense again. To understand Terra Industries, you must first have to understand where it came from. Not a Silicon Valley garage, not an MIT lab, not a venture capital boardroom in London. It came from Igbo soil.
In this factory on the outskirts of Abuja, an emerging industry is busy securing some of Africa's critical infrastructure. Terra Industries, co-founded by 23-year-old Maxwell Maduka and 22-year-old Nathan Nwachukwu, is building autonomous security systems powered by artificial intelligence and drones.
I've always been thinking, what is the best way to truly help industrialize Africa? And I've always believed that it comes down to the big three: security, energy, and food production. We wanted to begin with what I think is the common denominator holding the continent back. So we began building out autonomous systems to solve the security crisis in Africa.
This factory has the capacity to build 30,000 drones per year. Terra also says that it exports to 8 African countries, protecting critical infrastructure from gold mines to power plants.
Most of the key components are built in-house. From the airframes, the propellers, the lithium-ion battery packs are all manufactured in-house. That has helped us keep costs really, really low. It's easy for us to scale manufacturing without cutting costs.
A key focus for Terra Industries has been developing and building software and hardware in-house, helping them beat off stiff international competition.
You managed to lock down a pretty lucrative deal, $1.2 million, beat out an Israeli consortium. Big deal. What would you say gave your product an edge?
I would say it's the end-to-end integration that we had. It's not every day you see a company that's building both the hardware and the software at the same time. And we have companies that are acquiring hardware and then, building out their own software internally, or acquiring software and building out the hardware. We're a company that were able to say, okay, we're going to build out great hardware and integrate great software, everything in-house. And that was what made us stand out.
Terra's software, called Artemis OS, is the brains of its system. And in the field, its flying drones watch from the sky, and its sentry towers equipped with cameras and sensors watch from the ground. Both systems check for intruders or other security threats.
It collects all the surveillance data from all these different systems. It analyzes this data, looking for threats in real time. And once spotted, it alerts the necessary response teams, whether it's security agencies or in-house response teams. Essentially, we want to ensure that the software ecosystem of Terra is entirely African. And that is the key to keeping that data safe.
Terra Industries has only been up and running for less than a year, and it's already making waves.
Terra today has actually raised only less than $600,000. And within that short span, within the 11 months we've been operating, we are currently at $1.9 million in revenue. We have $11 billion worth of assets under our protection today. For us, the key thing is, in a few years' time, we eventually want to have $1 trillion worth of assets under protection, which would essentially encompass all of the power, mining, and oil assets in Africa.
Ndi Igbo are one of the largest ethnic groups in Africa, numbering over 75 million people across the world, descendants of one of the continent's most sophisticated pre-colonial civilizations. Long before the British colonial ships touched the shores of Nigerian ground, Ndi Igbo were merchants, philosophers, engineers of the society. They built without kings. They governed through consensus, a radical democracy long before the West claimed to have invented it. They traded across continents. They made things, and then came the war. From 1967 to 1970, the Igbo people fought and lost one of the bloodiest conflicts in post-independence African history, the Biafran Nigerian War, known to Ndi Igbo as the Biafran Genocide. Over 5 million lives were lost, a generation broken, and yet, the Igbo people rose. There's a phrase in Igbo culture, Ojianwone, Oba. It means if the kola nut tree doesn't die, it will grow. If it doesn't die on the ground, it will grow. As long as its root is still on the ground, it will sprout a branch. Ojianwone, Oba. To create something, to bring something to life, to offer it to the community has been at the core of the Igbo culture. This is not just generosity. In Igbo philosophy, it is the highest form of being. It is into this world, this history of creation, resilience, and genius that two Igbo boys were born, Nwachukwu and Maxwell Maduka. They did not grow up wealthy. They did not grow up in affluence. They did not grow up across the best labs in the world, or the fastest internets in the world, or the newest equipment around. They grew up in Nigeria, which means they grew up learning how to solve problems with whatever they had. And that is exactly what prepared them for the journey ahead. Nigeria has over 2 million people. The median age in Nigeria is under 18 years old. This is not a country in decline. This is a country winding up. A coiled spring and two young Igbo men were about to be the ones who will let it snap.
Hi, I am Nathan, the CEO of Terra Industries. I'm a 21-year-old software engineer and dropout. Terra Industries is a Nigerian robotics startup that builds low-cost robotic systems to accelerate automation in core industries. Our big mission, as I said, is basically accelerating automation in the emerging markets such as Africa, Latin America, and so forth. Many of these so-called robotics companies basically just kind of getting these systems here and are operators. They operate for customers. Terra Industries is opening the first robotics factory in Africa, where we'll be manufacturing aerial drones, ground systems, and sentry systems for major core industries such as construction, agriculture, and so forth.
Every great company begins not with a product, but with a person. In Terra Industries' case, two Igbo men, Nathan Nwachukwu, as a child, was the kind of person who didn't just want to know how things worked. He wanted to know why they didn't work better. He was the kid who could take apart radios, not to break them, but because silence was unbearable when music was possible. Nathan Nwachukwu grew up in Nigeria, experienced firsthand what so many young Nigerians know well: the gap between the world as it is and the world as it should be. Insecurity in the north, unrest in the southeast, a military stretched thin, a nation that spends billions importing weapons while its engineers sit underemployed. Nathan Nwachukwu watched this and didn't feel helpless or hopeless. He felt offended. There's an Igbo concept, Oyedokwame Onweri. When you put things together, you begin to have. And for Nathan, a Nigeria that couldn't build its own defense technology was not acceptable. He began studying obsessively robotics, autonomous systems, military hardware, how drones worked, how they were deployed, and crucially, why they had never been made in Nigeria. The answer was not that it was impossible. The answer was that none had decided to do it yet. Then there is Maxwell, Maduka. If Nathan is the fire, Maxwell is the forge. When Nathan asks, where should we build? Maxwell asks, how do we build it perfectly? Two Igbo men that understood each other. Maxwell is an engineer's engineer, the kind of person whose brain works in systems, who sees a problem not as an obstacle, but as a chain of connected challenges, each one unlockable if you find the right key. Growing up in Igbo land, Nigeria, means growing up with ingenuity as a survival skill. When the light goes out, you fix the generator yourself. When the parts aren't available, you fabricate them yourself. When the system fails, you build a better system. Maxwell had been doing this his entire life, solving engineering problems, not because it was his job, but because it was his nature. In the Igbo tradition, there's a great respect for the master craftsman. Akoru, which means works of hand or handwork. Akoru, which means skill, is not just an artisan, a co-creator with the universe. Maxwell Maduka is a modern onye akoru, onye isi oru, onye isi nka na ụzụ. There is something almost inevitable about the meeting of these two men. Two Igbo sons, same fire in their eyes, same rage at the status quo, same love for their country. But the complicated, infuriating, and magnificent thing in Nigeria is, the Igbo people would say, Ofo ya da abuai, ofo osisi ya da abuofia. One tree cannot make a forest, and one person can never be a multitude. One person alone cannot do something powerful. Greatness requires partnership, and it is enshrined in the Igbo philosophy. In the year 2024, these two men sat down together and asked a question that nobody in Nigeria had seriously attempted to answer before. Why can't Africa build its own military technology? And then, more importantly, they answered it. It can. Africa can build its own military technology, starting now, starting here, starting with us. While the world was watching Silicon Valley's latest AI chatbot, while European defense contractors were counting their billion-dollar contracts, while African governments were once again signing import agreements for foreign military hardware, two Igbo men were in a room building. They called it Terra Industries, also known as Terra Industries. The name is deliberate. Terra, from the Latin word for earth, for ground, and for land, because it has always been about the land. Remember, Ani, the land, is the greatest goddess in Igbo land. The Nigerian land, the African land, the Igbo land, the soil their grandparents bled for, the soil that the blood of the Igbo men and women and children were spilled, the same ground their grandparents rebuilt on, the earth that deserved, demanded to be defended by its own children. And Terra Industries, that name carries a different weight. Haptic, relating to the sense of touch, of feeling, of feedback. Terra Industries is an idea that technology should not just operate from a distance. It should respond. It should feel. It should be deeply, intimately connected to the environment it operates in. This is not an accident. It is a philosophy. Nwachukwu understood something that the big Western defense companies had missed entirely about African military needs. The problem wasn't just hardware. The problem was context. A drone designed for the flat deserts of the Middle East doesn't understand the humidity of the Niger Delta. A surveillance system built for European borders doesn't adapt to the geography of the Sahel. An autonomous vehicle engineered in an American lab hasn't accounted for the red dirt roads of Southeast Nigeria. Africa's defense needs to be built by Africans because only Africans truly understand what Africa is. This was the founding insight of Terra Industries. Not arrogance, not naive nationalism, precision. A precision that comes from living here. A precision that comes from being Igbo. From knowing this land, its heat, its humidity, its geography, its people, its threats in your bones. And so, they built, component by component, line of code by line of code, test flights by test flights, with the same stubborn Igbo persistence that built Nnewi's automobile industries from nothing, with the same genius that gave the world Chinua Achebe, Achebe, Philip Emeagwali, Christopher Okigbo, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo Iweala, and not forgetting Dr. Bennett Ifeakando Omalo. With the same chi, the personal spirit of divine purpose that the Igbo believe in every human being waiting to be called upon, Terra Industries called on its chi, and its chi answered her. So, what exactly is Terra Industries building? To answer that, you have to understand the moment Africa is living in. Across the Sahel, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, armed groups have destabilized the entire nations. In the Lake Chad Basin, Boko Haram and its offshoots have terrorized millions. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, conflicts has raged for decades. In Somalia, in Ethiopia, in Sudan, and in Nigeria itself, banditry, separatist tension, oil theft, kidnapping, a security landscape of staggering complexity. Africa spends billions of dollars every year on imported defense equipment. Billions flowing out of the continent that has nothing, to countries that don't share Africa's interests, to weapons systems that don't fit Africa's terrain, to contractors who have no stake in whether Africa is actually safe or not. Terra Industries is building the alternative. Drone systems designed for African conditions, capable of operating in extreme heat, dust, and humidity of the Niger Delta region. Autonomous surveillance platforms that don't require expensive foreign maintenance teams. Haptic feedback systems that give operators on the ground real-time intelligence for their environment. Technology that isn't just imported into Africa, but grown from Africa. Think about what this means. A Nigerian soldier operating a Terra Industries drone isn't just using a tool. He is using a tool that was engineered for this reality, for his reality, for his terrain, for his climate, his operational context, and everything. That is not a small thing at all. That's the difference between a weapon that works and a weapon that doesn't. But here is what matters the most beyond every hardware. When Nathan and Maxwell build a drone in Lagos, they are not just building a drone. They are building an ecosystem Engineers are trained. Suppliers are developed. Manufacturing capacity is created. Knowledge is kept in Africa instead of exported to fund someone else's economy. The Igbo people have a concept called Ibando, a covenant of life, a bond of mutual responsibility, of shared stakes. Terra Industries is building an Ibando between African genius and African security. Our land, our minds, our protection. Let us stop for a moment. Let us honor what is happening here